Those were the easy rules. How about the hard rules? Top of the morning to you. Last time we talked about God's direction to the world to follow worldly rulers that he's allowed and he's enabled to be put in place. And just little simple things like paying on the kids menu when your kids are young enough and paying on the adult menu when they're old enough. Things like just following the speed limits. They're there for safety and community, and it's how we all get along. Yeah, there's a little discrepancy there because if everybody's going a little faster and they're all breaking the rules, it's safer to all be going about the same speed. But breaking the rules is breaking the rules. And when we can't follow those simple rules, it just shows our character. A couple things today is kind of the bigger rules. And God doesn't have bigger and smaller. God has sin. And all sin is separation from him, separation from that. But do you receive money under the table? Do you cheat on your taxes? Do you put things on your expenses that aren't expenses? Do you pay under the table? Do you flirt with that girl at the office? Do you flirt with the girl at the shopping mall? All those rules are important too. Every once in a while, there's rules around that just don't fit and don't work. There's rules that have been created around fear-based stuff, and a lot of people like to do that silent protest of, hey, that rule's not fair, so I'm not going to follow it. We're supposed to follow it unless it goes directly against honoring God and putting God first. Daniel was one to do that. He didn't follow the rules because they said worship the king, worship the leader instead of worshiping God. That's the area where we break the rules. In other instances, when the rules aren't right and they aren't well done, we mount up an effort, not even mount up an effort, we put forth contribution to our community to say that's not right, that's not fair, that's not appropriate, and we need to change that rule. Like sex offender rules, they've been put in place to protect people, but they don't. All the science studies have said they don't protect people, they don't guard people, and scientific studies have shown that they don't make a difference. But yet fear has put those rules in place. So I know an attorney who's working to change that. When we run into things in our town, in our community, where rules don't fit and they don't apply, we need to, as Christians, step in and make that adjustment because they're not right, especially if they're against God in any way. We need to come in and do that. Some people gripe about the taxes a lot. And I've been reading in Luke recently. That's where I'm at in my daily reading. And in Luke, Jesus talks about the Pharisees and Sadducees questioning him about taxes and the money. And he says, render what to Caesar is Caesar's. It's got his picture on it, his name on it. It's his government that God has allowed to be in place, and you should pay those taxes. And you should also pay the temple taxes and the tithing and all that. So if it doesn't work, change it. And the neat thing about taxes, we were talking about this with my kids just yesterday, is when we're doing things that help the government, there's tax breaks, there's tax incentives. We're doing things that help our society, there's money back, there's freedom. When you serve lots of people with the businesses that you run, you get tax breaks, you get less taxes because you're doing the job of the government. And it's our job as Christians to do that job of the government or see that our government is doing that job. It's our job to look after the widows, It's our job to look after the orphans. It's our job to look after the prisoners. It's our job to look after the mentally and physically disabled. It's our job to see that they're all cared for. And when the government doesn't do it, either we need to do it or we need to guide the government on how to do it. So those are the rules. We've been put in place to bring God's kingdom here. And we are the government. We are the businesses. We are the rule makers. Don't be the rule breakers. You be blessed.